first three messages, we couldn't have this one. In the matter of blending. In the matter of blending. Now, I do not know, I like to check with the brothers, but this word blending, although it is not new, it is in the word, 1 Corinthians 12:24, God has blended the body together, giving more abundant honor to the member that lacked. This is in 1 Corinthians 12. So we know that. But this word blending, the thought of blending, even the more, the practice, and may I even say the culture of blending, is really not that strong over the past many decades, going back, in the history of the Lord's recovery. Now, back in the 50s, the 1950s, if I'm correct, because of that certain situation, a bad one, that the churches went through in Taiwan, and that is a kind of a exaltation of things spiritual, of spirituality, let's put it that way. And the result of that was a kind of, actually, sorry to say, a kind of rebellion, and a kind of a division. I remember, if I'm correct, it is in those years, probably in the late 50s, our Brother Lee, that is, began to speak quite a lot concerning this matter of building. Today you can go back, these are originally messages given in Chinese on the building. I read that when I was very, very young. The building of God, there's a whole series on the building of God. We have a book called The Vision of God's Building. That's given here, I believe, in the States. I'm talking about it before that, in the 50s. The one book that helped me very, very much, and I don't know even the English translation. I just remember the Chinese because that's what I read. Something about the evidence or the proof or something of God's building. In that book, Brother Lee just totally blasted the whole notion of going to heaven. What is the name of that book? Someone need to help me. Sounds like you haven't read that book, so may I take this opportunity to promote it. That book, I cannot forget. He was very much in John in those days, I think. Just absolutely decimated this whole idea of going to heaven. John 14, there's the Father's house, he's going to make it ready. It's been 2,000 years, it must be really, really fancy building, You don't build even the Taj Mahal or whatever, in a few centuries. It's been 2,000 years, get ready, this is going to be a good building, right? Somewhere in the by and by, in the heavens, it's called the heavenly mansion, heaven. Blasted all that. What? No, it's not like that. That building is not that building taking place over there. God's building is on the earth. God is building His church. Amen. It's not going to heaven someday. It is building the building today. What good is it that one day we'll go to some heaven empty, when today we're not part of God's house, God's building, God's dwelling place? That building, I will build my church, is taking place today. Amen. Not I will build my church up there, but I will build my church down here. Amen. So that I remember that very, very clearly. And through many passages